as hell.
Why'd you go look? I got a couple of cans of hash in there.
Mr. Foxx, you've been involved with racial humor before it became fashionable. What was the reaction when you did it 20, 30 years ago?
History tends to remember Malcolm X as the civil rights activist who emerged.
You're going to have a racial explosion, and a racial explosion is more dangerous than an atomic explosion. It's going to explode because black people are dissatisfied.
In the pulsating heart of Hollywood's glamorous chaos, where lights dazzle and dreams collide, there exists a tale of an unexpected bond, a friendship that defied the odds and dared to challenge the status quo. It's a story etched in the raw emotions of human connection, courage, and the relentless pursuit of justice. Enter the enigmatic world of Red Foxx, a comedic genius whose infectious laughter echoed through the streets of Hollywood. With his quick wit and irreverent charm, he conquered the stage and captured the hearts of millions. But beyond the laughter lay a man with a burning passion for equality and truth. In the midst of this vibrant tapestry, an unlikely friendship blossomed between Red Foxx and the iconic civil rights leader Malcolm X. Their connection transcended the glitz and glamour of Tinseltown, forged in the fires of shared struggles and unwavering determination. But as their bond deepened, whispers began to circulate through the corridors of power. Hollywood, with its glittering facade, recoiled at the thought of such a formidable alliance, fearful of the truth that their friendship might unveil, the powers that be conspired to silence their voices and extinguish their flame of solidarity. In a dramatic twist of fate, Hollywood banned Red Fox's friendship with Malcolm X, casting a shadow over their unyielding resolve to stand united against injustice. Yet in the face of adversity, their spirits remained unbroken, their commitment unwavering. As we peel back the layers of this captivating narrative, we are reminded of the power of human connection to transcend boundaries and defy expectations. It's a reminder that even in the most unlikely of places, the seeds of revolution can take root, nourished by the bonds of friendship and the unwavering pursuit of truth. So, let us embark on this journey through the annals of history, where the echoes of laughter and the echoes of revolution intertwine, forever immortalized in the indelible bond between Red Foxx and Malcolm X. Red Foxx, born John Elroy Sanford on December 9, 1922, was an American comedian and actor best known for his role as Fred G. Sanford in the hit television show Sanford and Son. Foxx grew up in St. Louis, Missouri, facing poverty and hardship during his early years. He began performing comedy in the 1940s, often in nightclubs and on the Chitlin circuit, a network of venues that showcased African-American entertainers during the era of segregation. Foxx's comedic style was characterized by his sharp wit, irreverent humor, and ability to tackle taboo subjects with charm and charisma. His contributions to African-American culture include breaking down racial barriers in entertainment and paving the way for future generations of black comedians. Foxx's portrayal of Fred Sanford, a cantankerous yet lovable junk dealer, resonated with audiences and earned him widespread acclaim. Malcolm X, born Malcolm Little on May 19, 1925, was a prominent African-American activist and leader in the civil rights movement. Raised in a turbulent environment marked by racism and violence, Malcolm X became involved in criminal activities in his youth before serving a prison sentence, where he underwent a transformation through the teachings of the Nation of Islam. After his release from prison, Malcolm X emerged as a powerful voice for black empowerment, advocating for self-defense, economic independence, and the rejection of white supremacy. His speeches and writings, including his autobiography co-authored with Alex Haley, became influential texts in the struggle for racial equality. Despite their differing paths, Red Foxx and Malcolm X shared a friendship rooted in their shared experiences as African Americans navigating a society rife with systemic racism and inequality. Their bond transcended their respective fields of entertainment and activism, illustrating the interconnectedness of culture and politics in shaping the African American experience during the mid-20th century. Foxx's comedic genius provided levity and insight into the Black experience, while Malcolm X's impassioned activism challenged societal norms and demanded justice for his people. Together, they embodied resilience, creativity, and solidarity in the face of adversity. Hollywood's ban on Redd Foxx's friendship with Malcolm X stands as a stark reminder of the complex interplay between entertainment, politics, and societal attitudes. Redd Foxx, a prominent African-American comedian known for his groundbreaking work, found himself entangled in a web of controversy due to his association with Malcolm X, a polarizing figure in the civil rights movement. This ban not only affected Foxx's career, but also shed light on the prevailing societal attitudes towards Black activism and radicalism in the entertainment industry during that period. To comprehend the Hollywood ban on Redd Foxx's friendship with Malcolm X, one must delve into the socio-political climate of the era. The 1960s witnessed a fervent struggle for civil rights, with African Americans demanding equality and justice in the face of systemic oppression. Malcolm X emerged as a leading voice in this fight, advocating for Black empowerment through self-defense and separatism. However, his uncompromising stance and radical rhetoric unsettled many in mainstream America, including influential figures in the entertainment industry. Hollywood, as a bastion of the cultural establishment, was deeply entrenched in upholding the status quo. The industry was largely controlled by white executives who were apprehensive about any association with Black activists deemed too radical or confrontational. Malcolm X's fiery speeches and calls for self-determination posed a direct challenge to the existing power structures, making him a controversial and divisive figure. Consequently, when Redd Foxx, a rising star in the entertainment world, publicly aligned himself with Malcolm X, it sent shockwaves through Hollywood. The ban on Foxx's friendship with Malcolm X was a strategic move by Hollywood to distance itself from perceived radicalism and maintain its lucrative mainstream appeal. Studios and producers feared backlash from conservative audiences and advertisers if they were associated with individuals considered subversive or extremist. By ostracizing Foxx for his association with Malcolm X, Hollywood sought to protect its financial interests and uphold the status quo. Furthermore, societal attitudes towards Black activism and radicalism played a significant role in shaping the response to Foxx's friendship with Malcolm X. In the predominantly white entertainment industry, Black performers were often expected to conform to narrow stereotypes and avoid rocking the boat. Those who dared to challenge the status quo risked being marginalized or blacklisted, as exemplified by the treatment of Redd Foxx. The impact of the ban on Foxx's career and personal life was profound and enduring. Professionally, he faced difficulties securing roles and endorsements, as many studios and advertisers were wary of his association with Malcolm X. Despite his undeniable talent and comedic genius, Foxx found himself relegated to the fringes of the entertainment industry, denied the opportunities and recognition he deserved. On a personal level, the ban took a toll on Foxx's mental and emotional well-being. Being shunned by the industry he had dedicated his life to was a crushing blow, leading to feelings of isolation and disillusionment. Moreover, the strain of facing constant scrutiny and discrimination exacerbated Foxx's struggles with substance abuse and financial instability. However, amidst the adversity, Redd Foxx remained resilient and continued to speak out against injustice. His friendship with Malcolm X, though vilified by Hollywood and mainstream society, symbolized a defiance against oppression and a commitment to the struggle for Black liberation. Despite the personal and professional hardships he endured, Foxx's legacy endures as a testament to the resilience and perseverance of Black artists in the face of adversity. The Hollywood ban on Red Fox's friendship with Malcolm X reflects the entrenched biases and systemic injustices that permeated the entertainment industry during that period. It serves as a stark reminder of the challenges faced by black performers who dared to challenge the status quo and advocate for social change. The friendship between Red Fox and Malcolm X began in the 1940s in New York City. They met through their mutual involvement in the vibrant Harlem entertainment scene. Foxx, a comedian known for his sharp wit and humor, and Malcolm X, a prominent civil rights leader and activist, found common ground despite their different backgrounds. Their friendship was founded on shared values and ideologies, particularly their commitment to advocating for the rights and empowerment of African Americans. Both Foxx and Malcolm X believed in the importance of self-respect, self-reliance, and challenging societal norms that oppressed black communities. Foxx admired Malcolm X's passion and dedication to the civil rights movement, while Malcolm X appreciated Foxx's ability to use comedy as a tool for social commentary and critique. They often engaged in deep conversations about race, politics, and the struggle for equality. One instance that illustrates their relationship is when Malcolm X attended one of Foxx's comedy shows in Harlem. Despite their differences in profession and public persona, Malcolm X appreciated Foxx's humor and saw it as a way to reach people who might not engage with traditional activism. Foxx, in turn, respected Malcolm X's intellect and unwavering commitment to his principles. Another anecdote that showcases their friendship is when Foxx supported Malcolm X during his activism, including attending rallies and fundraisers for various civil rights causes. Foxx used his platform to raise awareness about issues affecting the black community, often incorporating social commentary into his comedy routines. Their friendship endured despite the challenges they faced individually and as a community. They supported each other through difficult times, offering both practical assistance and emotional support. Unfortunately, their friendship was cut short due to Malcolm X's assassination in 1965. Foxx was deeply saddened by the loss of his friend and continued to honor Malcolm X's legacy through his work and activism. The friendship between Red Fox and Malcolm X was a testament to the power of mutual respect, shared values, and a commitment to social justice. Despite coming from different backgrounds and professions, they found common ground in their dedication to uplifting the black community and challenging systemic oppression. Through their friendship, they inspired others to stand up for what they believe in and work towards a more equitable society. Malcolm X, born Malcolm Little, rose to prominence as a key figure in the civil rights movement during the 1950s and 1960s. His journey from a troubled youth involved in criminal activities to becoming a leading voice for black empowerment is remarkable. Malcolm X's advocacy was deeply influenced by his affiliation with the Nation of Islam, NOI, a religious and political organization advocating for the rights of black Americans. Central to Malcolm X's message was the idea of self-reliance and the rejection of the non-violent approach advocated by mainstream civil rights leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. He believed in using any means necessary to achieve equality and justice for black people. His speeches, notably the famous phrase, "by any means necessary," resonated with many who felt frustrated with the slow progress of the civil rights movement. One of Malcolm X's most significant contributions was his emphasis on cultural pride and identity within the black community. He encouraged black people to embrace their heritage and reject the inferiority complex imposed by white supremacy. Through his speeches and writings, Malcolm X inspired countless individuals to reclaim their dignity and assert their rights as equal citizens. In addition to his advocacy within the civil rights movement, Malcolm X actively confronted racism and discrimination in his personal life. He experienced firsthand the brutality of racial prejudice, including instances of police harassment and institutionalized racism. Despite facing numerous obstacles, Malcolm X remained resolute in his commitment to fighting for justice and equality. Similarly, Red Fox, a pioneering comedian and actor, challenged racial stereotypes and discrimination in the entertainment industry. Born John Elroy Sanford, Redd Foxx became known for his groundbreaking work in television and comedy during the mid-20th century. Despite facing barriers imposed by segregation and racism, Redd Foxx's talent and perseverance propelled him to success. Throughout his career, Redd Foxx used humor as a tool to confront racial stereotypes and address social issues. He refused to perpetuate demeaning caricatures of black people commonly seen in entertainment at the time. Instead, Redd Foxx created complex and authentic portrayals of black characters that resonated with audiences of all backgrounds. In his most famous role as Fred G. Sanford in the television series Sanford and Son, Redd Foxx challenged stereotypes of black masculinity and family dynamics. The show, which aired from 1972 to 1977, depicted the struggles and triumphs of a working-class black family, offering a nuanced portrayal of African-American life. Beyond his work on screen, Redd Foxx actively advocated for equal opportunities for black performers in Hollywood. He spoke out against discriminatory casting practices and fought for fair wages and recognition for black talent. Redd Foxx's efforts paved the way for future generations of black entertainers to pursue their dreams without compromising their dignity. Instances where both Malcolm X and Redd Foxx actively confronted racism and discrimination were numerous and varied. Malcolm X's speeches and activism challenged the status quo and demanded accountability for systemic injustices. Whether through organizing protests, advocating for political change, or empowering marginalized communities, Malcolm X's legacy continues to inspire generations of activists. Similarly, Redd Foxx's refusal to conform to racial stereotypes and his commitment to authentic representation in entertainment were acts of resistance against racism. By portraying multidimensional black characters and advocating for equality in the industry, Redd Foxx left an indelible mark on Hollywood and society as a whole. Malcolm X and Redd Foxx were instrumental in the fight against racism and discrimination. Through their respective roles in the civil rights movement and the entertainment industry, they challenged stereotypes, empowered black communities, and advocated for equality. Their legacies serve as a reminder of the ongoing struggle for justice and the importance of standing up against oppression in all its forms. Malcolm X, a prominent civil rights leader, advocated for black empowerment through militant activism and separatism. He believed in the necessity of self-defense and promoted the idea of black pride and self-reliance. Malcolm X's speeches and writings, characterized by their fiery rhetoric and uncompromising stance, challenged the status quo and demanded equality by any means necessary. His confrontational approach aimed to dismantle systems of oppression and instill a sense of agency and dignity within black individuals. On the other hand, Redd Foxx, a pioneering comedian and actor, employed humor and satire to address racial issues. Through his performances and television shows, Foxx used comedy as a tool to critique societal norms and stereotypes. By portraying relatable characters and sharing anecdotes from his own experiences, he humanized the black experience and fostered empathy among audiences. Foxx's brand of humor provided a form of escapism while simultaneously raising awareness about the realities of racism, thus sparking important conversations and challenging prejudice in a more subtle manner. Both Malcolm X and Redd Foxx made significant contributions to the fight against racism, albeit through divergent means. Malcolm X's radical activism inspired a generation of activists and catalyzed movements for black liberation. His unwavering commitment to justice resonated with many who felt disillusioned by the slow progress of the civil rights movement. By promoting black nationalism and self-empowerment, Malcolm X empowered marginalized communities to assert their rights and demand systemic change. Similarly, Redd Foxx's comedic approach to addressing racism broke barriers and paved the way for greater representation of black voices in the entertainment industry. Through his humor, Foxx challenged stereotypes and brought attention to the absurdity of racial discrimination. His ability to find levity in the face of adversity served as a form of resistance, providing solace and strength to those grappling with racial injustice. While Malcolm X and Red Fox differed in their methods, they shared common objectives and aspirations. Both sought to dismantle systems of oppression and uplift black communities. Their respective approaches, though contrasting, complemented each other in the larger struggle for racial equality. Malcolm X's militant activism served as a catalyst for change, while Red Fox's comedic genius provided a platform for dialogue and reflection. The impact and effectiveness of Malcolm X and Red Fox's approaches can be evaluated through their lasting legacies. Malcolm X's teachings continue to inspire social justice movements worldwide, and his message of self-determination remains relevant in the fight against systemic racism. Red Fox's contributions to entertainment and comedy opened doors for future generations of black artists and performers, reshaping cultural narratives and challenging stereotypes. Malcolm X and Red Fox employed contrasting strategies in their fight against racism, yet both shared a common goal of promoting equality and empowerment for black communities. Their approaches, though divergent, underscore the multifaceted nature of activism and the importance of embracing diverse tactics in addressing social injustices. By recognizing the significance of their contributions, we honor the legacy of these two remarkable individuals and reaffirm our commitment to creating a more just and equitable society. Red Fox and Malcolm X are two influential figures in African American history, each leaving a lasting legacy that continues to impact society today. Their friendship and activism not only shaped their own lives, but also resonated with the struggles against racism that persist in contemporary times. Foxx used his platform to challenge racial stereotypes and address social issues through humor. His sharp wit and candid observations shed light on the realities faced by African Americans, making him a beloved figure in the community. Malcolm X's unwavering commitment to the fight against racial injustice made him a polarizing figure during the civil rights movement. Malcolm X's message of self-determination and resistance resonated with many who felt disillusioned with the nonviolent approach of other civil rights leaders. Despite their differing backgrounds and professions, Red Fox and Malcolm X shared a deep bond rooted in their shared experiences as African Americans navigating a racially divided society. Their friendship transcended societal expectations and served as a testament to the power of solidarity in the face of oppression. Together, Foxx and Malcolm X used their platforms to amplify the voices of the marginalized and challenge the status quo. Whether through Fox's comedic commentary on race relations or Malcolm X's fiery speeches denouncing systemic racism, both men sought to spark meaningful dialogue and bring about tangible change. The legacies of Red Fox and Malcolm X endure in African American history and culture. Their contributions continue to inspire generations of activists and artists alike, serving as a reminder of the resilience and strength of the black community. In today's world, where racial tensions persist and the fight for equality is ongoing, the messages of Foxx and Malcolm X remain as relevant as ever. Their unwavering dedication to justice and empowerment serves as a beacon of hope for those striving to create a more equitable society. The friendship and activism of Red Fox and Malcolm X left an indelible mark on history. Their enduring legacies serve as a source of inspiration and guidance for contemporary struggles against racism, reminding us of the power of unity, resilience, and determination in the face of adversity.